Come on now. Hello, Rich. Not really. Yeah. Well, this is an interesting band. I'll show you in a second. There's a 12-inch version of that as well that I have somewhere. I should have chosen. So, hello everyone. Hello Frank, hello Chris, hello 909. See, we started with the disco, right? This is Moebius, a band, trio, that indeed did that cover of Light My Fire that is starts out quite cheesy, and then in the middle it's really crazy in a really good, great way, with all the improvisations around the themes that are improvised in the original by the Doors. And it's I haven't checked, but I would assume this is still a super cheap record. And as you can hear, this song is pretty good as well. The whole album is decent. And when I say decent, it's actually a good album of disco, electro, pop, whatever. It was a fun cover with the Ouroboros loop there. But yeah, I'm late. Sorry. Life happens. Sunny here in Sweden. The water is warm. Yeah. But here I am. I don't know for how long. I will probably go over the usual midnight usual deadline. Maybe not a full 2.5 hours. We'll see. We'll see how you guys are giving me energy or not. Already setting the pressure on you. But so this week I got a few new records. Next one I got thanks to the help of my friend Kyle from Australia. A record by a cult like post-punk, minimal synth figure who recently released a brand new recording, a 7-inch that I would urge you to get from the Bandcamp. But we'll get into that. How about now? This is a killer record. It's a 7-inch. It's a single.
Dreaming of Tegucigalpa, fields of golden brown alfalfa, forests in the dripping clouds, pickpockets in the crowds. Dreaming of the Atacama, plains of salt as white as ice, flamingos pink as summer roses.
David Chesworth, Essendon Airport. A brand new recording. 200 copies.
Dreaming of Momo Tombo, bursting into flames, running from a burning pueblo, melting on the burning plain. Dreaming of San Cristobal, yellow village in the hills, pompones on the roadside stalls, avocados piled as high as walls. Soñando, soñando. Dreaming of La Paz, city in the mountain sky. Take your broomstick, witch, and fly. Give me
It's just a really cool pop song. So again, one lesson again to always follow on Bandcamp people from the past if they have a Bandcamp, just in case. That's how I got to know that they released this. And yeah, I could have ordered it myself, but it was convenient that my friend Kyle could order it for me and then like deal with the shipping costs in a more how should I put it, rational way, even if we had a little bit of a hiccup, but live and learn. So Essendon Airport is well, it's connected to this guy from the Three Arrows, Chick Chick Chick, not the band on Warp, Chick Chick Chick. Let me see if I can find I'll look it up while I play the next record. But There was this scene in Australia. These guys doing minimal synth, experimental pop music, video art. Really, really interesting guys. The main guy, his name escapes me now, but the other main guy is David Chesworth, who did an album under that name, Essendon Airport. The vinyl record I'm looking for myself, but it's really expensive. And I wouldn't say it's a great record. It's an uneven one, but there's a few songs on it that really makes me want to get it eventually. And so no one steps on my toes there. Huh? I will get there eventually. But these records are from like 40 years ago. So the fact that they did this as a brand new production with a singer, and Sisana, who they worked with back then as well. It's just, it's quite joyful, in my opinion. And I thought that the track was pretty joyful in its glorious dubby electropop, left field, whatever it is. It's just a really, really good pop song that I know a lot of people like want to buy 12 inches or albums, and me too. But when it's this kind of band and it's that cool of a little song, I'm down for a 7 inch, for of course. Now something weird, because I'm going to play a song at the wrong speed. This is supposed to be played at 45 RPM, but I like to play it at 33. Hopefully, yeah. I'm just starting to feel the mosquito bites from the day, and I have a bumped knee that is starting to hurt like a mother lover. Yeah, exactly. Hello, Frank. Hello, John. Yeah, hopefully. I like vinyl. Yeah. So this is a band I talked about recently, because I got a 12-inch of theirs, the one that was missing, and now I'm playing the track of theirs, which is why I kept being interested in them all along the years. Hello Raji. So this is Pressure of Speech, an early 80s UK techno band. Like, as you can hear, this is, sure, there's like a repetitive drum rhythm, and admittedly it's not the right speed, but at that speed, for me, that reminds me so much of a Coil song, the Coil track. And even besides that, like, you'll see how the will start to evolve into a kind of a melody in a very eerie and beautiful way. Now, oh, okay, no, it's another key actually. I'm sorry to disappoint, Michael. What is your A? I assume it's not your B. Hey, Jeffrey. Nice to see you. See, this is when it really starts to get going. There's this new synth pad. Hello, Ryan. Thank you. Where's my baseball t-shirt? Huh. Flutter. It's one on. It's a track on one of the early 12 inches, right? On NT or. Hello, Joe. Hello, Joe DiCarlo. Finally, yeah, and this is a song. This is the kind of stuff for you. Joe from Florida, very, very cool dude. He sent me a VCLT that I'm still processing, by the way. Takes some time when it's stuff that I haven't chosen myself, but it's coming. Ah, good, right? See, I knew it was one of these. Ottaker, it's a good call, Marcos, because Ottaker is one of the main reasons why I started to go vinyl only. When I realized one of their remixes that was released on CD at a certain speed, and on the vinyl record, the 12-inch test pressing I got, because it wasn't released commercially, I played it at the wrong speed. And then I talked with them back in 98, I believe, and I told them the story, and they told me, no, we put the wrong speed on the CD intentionally so that we would still have like a somewhat unreleased track in our sleeve. Hello, Michael. If you ask, probably like that could be arranged or something of the like. I know, no worries, Joe, but the records are somewhere here in the to process bin. And for me, this is a really nice little hypnotic track. And this record is worth probably like $5 or less. And there's a good remix by Scanner, a good remix by Higher Intelligence Agency, and this version of Muff Math, really, really good. A little bit on the psychedelic side of things. Love it. I do have two CD players. Some of it, yeah, and both ways also. Like, oops. Okay, I'm gonna get beaten tonight. I see. You can see it flying around. Yeah, like the Techno Animal Re-Entry CD, the Absinthe CD by Naked CD, absolutely amazing. Thank you, Bat. It's pretty good, isn't it, John? And the whole discography of that band is really worth investigating. It's not big. There's like 2 albums on vinyl and 3 EPs, but actually only 2. The second LP has started to fetch some money for some reason. Maybe the others will do the same eventually, but right now you can get the first album for nothing, for peanuts, and 2 EPs, same. Which is maybe why at the time to do the self-indulgent little promotion of the support the channel, like the video, leave a comment if you're watching this after the fact, and if you can afford it and you like it enough, consider leaving a little tip to your DJ of the night. This is only the second track of the night, so let's pace ourselves. But if you want to do that, there's the Ko-fi link in the description of the video. This is for that. Oops, I was chatty. I didn't plan the next record. too chatty. Let's see if I can pull out a cheap record that is hopefully only one song aside. Mm-hmm. Lots of cheap records tonight, but no, there will be some some crazy stuff as well. Yeah, higher intelligence agency has some good like ambient techno stuff. Absolutely. Oh, okay, the record is a little bit dirty, isn't it? Pressure of speech, exactly on the on these compilations. TEEX Trans Europe Express. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, Pressure of Speech is the name of the band. One of the guys from Pressure of Speech, I researched him recently, I forget now, but he's turned out to, I think he's working for someone else in an interesting capacity. Like if you check out on discogs, you will see one of the guys actually of it's a trio, was part of the Spiral Tribes at one point. So that was his more like left field or less four to the floor stuff. Okay. See, the record has already disappeared. Oh my god. Muff Math by Pressure of Speech. Yeah, I have a few like that. Absolutely, Frank. Bonsoir, Julia. Julia just started her holiday today, so you guys congratulate her on her new holiday. Hello, miss you. No, I think he meant like a track that was meant to be both played at 45 and 33. Well, that's what I assume. We sure hope it was. So what is it that he's playing right now? Pretty nice, like drony, as you can hear, like probably tuned percussions, cymbals, or stuff like that. This is a record from a violin player most of the time, but not only. This is whilst your gaiety melts from Ranos, the gypsy musician who did 3 albums with Nurse's Wound. All really, really, really good, by the way. And he did a few solo stuff. Not all of it is good. No, this one is a bit crackly, but this is because of me. Sorry, guys. Oh yeah, I can feel it. I didn't clean the record. This is from the Lactamaz series. Beta Lactam did a series of 12 10 inches, and if you got, yeah, as you can see, number 4 of 12, all limited to 500 copies. And if you back then, if you ordered the whole series, you would get a bonus 13th one, which was a compilation with unreleased tracks by all the bands of the series, which was kind of essential for people like me, since one of the 10 inches was Nurse's Wound and one was Coil. But that introduced me to a couple of bands I was not aware of before, including Vas Deferens Organizations and La Société des Timides Animaux. Yeah, yeah, that's true, Radio Gnome. That's exactly true. Yeah. So you're still at work, Noisy Beast. We feel you. I feel you. Next, I'm gonna play a little VCLT from a friend of the stream. I haven't even played it yet. I've listened to it online, I think. I'm pretty sure. It's a 7-inch that plays at 45 RPM. Yeah. So yeah, when I said the gypsy guy, gypsy musician, Aranos is a guy from, I forget which country. Shit, this is really dirty. Sorry. And he first appeared because, yeah, of the Nurse's Wound connection. Here's the insert that it came with. This is from around 2004, I think. Yeah, 2001. Time flies. Yeah, there it is. Collect all 12 coupons, one inside each 10-inch releases, and mail them in to receive a bonus 10-inch of new tracks. Eventually, thanks to the internet, discogs, etc., they still did 500 copies of a 10-inch compilation featuring short tracks. So not the most exciting release. It ended up being pretty good, but you can find the compilation for on the cheap as well. But this reminds me quite a lot of Organum, but it doesn't sound at all like Organum. It's just like spiritually, for me, this is kind of close to that. Hello, Jim. Bourbon. I wish I could follow you. Like, I won't go far if I start to get drunk already right now. Is it anything exciting, Bat, or is it like a chore for you? Yeah, the emoji. Okay, that's where it happened. Okay. No, okay. Oh, not your own birthday. Okay. Oh, nice. Oh, you're welcome, Joe. Yeah, that was that was good of hers, and I'm happy that turned out very helpful for the community. Joe is talking about the interview I did with Lena of Kot, whose album was going in three-figure numbers as we did the interview, and she disclosed that she had a few artist copies left that she sold to whomever contacted her through the stream at like sales price. So that was very neat of her. There'll be a couple of interviews pretty soon that hopefully in early August, if not before. That should be interesting, and maybe I'll figure out some good deal as well for the listeners. Ah, see, this is eerie music, very eerie. Like the harmonies are like a little bit dark, but not dark in a brooding like this is evil or anything. It's just yeah, there's a mystique to that music, I guess. Aranos. The recent releases he had, I was really not convinced. But this was 22 years ago. This was released. Cheers. It's always a little bit difficult when, I mean, we didn't go that deep into anything. It was a nice chat, an introduction. So that's what I hoped for it to at least be, and that's what we got. So that was good. I've listened to it a little bit, and I'm not impressed. I don't think it's horrible, but certainly nothing essential. Oh, interesting. Is there any band playing at that fest that we might know of? Okay. Cheers, Chris. The next one is somewhat connected to that kind of music as we get to nerd out. I'm not the only one who talks about Nurse's Wound and Coil and all that, but at least on the YouTube. But I guess I'm I'm a pretty obvious destination if you want someone babbling about these bands on the regular. And of course associates and much more. And now I find myself tricked as I feel a little bit thirsty and I don't have no water here, but I have liquid, kind of liquid. Let's see. So which friend of the stream might that be? I got this as a VCLT, but I would have definitely bought it if I was just a rando. This is really good. From the get-go, I know it's amazing. And this is connected to Faust as well, by the way. Oh, I'm in Van. Hello, Duncan. Duncan Pinas from all the way from Mexico right now. Are you still there, Duncan, or are you on holiday back in France? Yeah. Okay. So this is kind of disco, isn't it? But I'm not gonna cheat. This is a split 7-inch on the Golden Lion Sounds label. One side by a band I'm not familiar with or that I have forgotten about because I only need one track to be interested in the record, and this is the Utopia Strong. Our friend Steve Davis, the snooker master, with Cavan from Gong, Faust. I think he collaborated with Faust and so many different projects, and Michael York from Coil. A trio of electronic instrument musicians that who also plays different kinds of stuff. And yeah, this is kind of like a, I don't know, this is electronic music, left field, trout rock, Berlin school, whatever. So 808 requested disco time. Well, this is kind of disco, but we'll play some interesting techno EP by Vulva after that. Hello, Angelo. It rhymes, so that must be true. That was a nice little nugget, wasn't it? I love the Utopian Strong. The Utopia Strong. I always like Utopian Strong, Utopia Strong. Sorry, Steve. 4.5 minutes of electronic, psychedelic electronic goodness. They did 500 copies of this, I think. So you could. It was released a couple of months ago. It's still available at a very reasonable price. Enjoy. I forget now. Vulva I think they had a couple of albums on Reflex, Aphex Twins label, and I think it's a side project, a collaboration of Movdi, Wolf. What's his real name? Dave Mufang. But I might be off. I have a couple of 12 inches of theirs. They're good, but this one is the best one by far. It came out in this weird, like, PVC yellow jacket. It's just a good, like, deep techno. Oh, not that deep, actually. It's kind of a banging tune, but a little bit melancholic. You'll hear, like, there's a keyboard coming in pretty soon. It's kind of jazzy in all the right ways. Yeah, absolutely. By the way, this is a good example. There's something we don't talk that often about. This is a random 12-inch. I remember finding it in the record store in Holland, in the Netherlands, when I was playing there for $5. This is now kind of like a €150 record, only for 2 tracks, and in my book only for this one. Ah, I have quite a few, yeah, Angelo. But congratulations, that's really nice. Hello, Sean. It will come, I think. I don't know. Sometimes I'm pretty sure I'm gonna cut my hair, and then I find it. I can still pull it off, and then I cop out. And I assume this was Sean, right? I might be wrong, but that sounded like a Sean schizophrenic identity. This is kind of like a little more groovy than what I usually like in techno, but in that case, it's really good. I'll show you the label when I played it again, because it's there's no artwork, but it's a band called Vulva, and they don't have that many records, but it's the one with the yellow cover. If you look it up on discogs, there's only like 2 or 3 EPs. I did a little video about Nurses Wound with Sean back in the days. And this EP, I think, is probably from around like 93, 94. Yeah. Vibey as Fidelios. On the label Softcore. And now we're getting into my new little how should I put it? My new little hidden, not hidden, but secret message of the streams, the thumbnails that I create now for this stream. And the thumbnail of this week alludes to the two records I'm gonna play. Usually like events in music history that are significant either to music history or to me, or both. This record is so good. Obviously, this is a Gamelan. So if you look at the thumbnail of this stream, in my community messages section on my page, you'll see an interpretation of that and the next record, which is about a moment that is crucial for Western music and contemporary music. It is something that occurred about 135 years ago. A gentleman composer heard for the very, very, very first time this kind of music. The gamelan is, for those who don't know, it means orchestra in Balinese or Indonesian as well. And as you can hear, the orchestra of that kind of music in that region is tuned percussions, not steel drums, even if sometimes it could be connected or not far away, at least aesthetically. But basically this invites polyrhythms, polyrhythmic music on a quite high level, but also the idea of like building the melodies with the harmonies of the tuned percussions. I mean, it's not novel. The piano is a percussion, but yeah, this is a little different. And I guess I've discussed gamelan music quite a few times before, for Tortoise or modern music, modern gamelan music, or Folkways Records. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm having a pretty bad day on the health side, I must say. It's getting old, and forgetting about that. Hello, Nick. That's an interesting take, Mikael. I guess if that's what you hear, that's what you hear, and kind of makes sense. So the gentleman composer who discovered this music in 1889 at the Universal Exposition Fair of Paris in 1889 Let's discover who it is. If you don't already know, I'm sure some people here know. Oops. Oh, it's fine. So there's quite a few Balinese records out, but not all are equal. I played a triple pack a few weeks ago, an orange, not box set, but kind of binded multifold package. Really good. This one is also one of the, in my opinion, the best deals if you want a good a good survey of Balinese music. French pressing, music of the gods, music of the man. Sonic documents collected and recorded by Louis Berthe and Bernard Iserdrat. So who are we listening to right now? This is, by the way, the musician who is playing the piano there is a very interesting figure in avant-garde music and in jazz. It was recorded in '64, I believe, so long after the composer was dead, unfortunately for him and for us. A little bit of a change of pace, isn't it? Exactly. So this is Claude Debussy by Friedrich Gulda. 24 preludes on MPS BASF BASF. It's a double LP. Really good interpretation, really good recording, with a pretty good booklet. That is unfortunately only in German, but I get the gist of it anyways. This is a beautiful box set, by the way. It's probably a record you can get for like $10 or so, or less. MPS rocks, absolutely. Great design, great quality all overall. MPS is the label. BASF is also, as people maybe don't know that anymore, but BASF was one of the biggest brands of cassettes and tape. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, only in German. Is that a bad thing, Michael, suddenly? Hello, Liam. So Debussy, Claude Debussy, a contemporary of Erik Satie, kind of the two sides of the same coin. Erik Satie, much more idiot savant, much more like probably in tune with stuff outside of the academy, and Debussy totally in the academy. But because of his discovery of Gamelan music, that changed completely his perspective on harmony and rhythm, and that is a turning point in music history in the West, in the Western world. So much so that you could even argue that ideas that were very not just instrumental, more than instrumental to the development of drone music, avant-garde, ambient, and all that. One of the starting point is Debussy post Gamelan exposure, which makes it quite interesting side story of music history. Do you think he's waiting for Fridays for his beer? I'm not sure about that. This is so beautiful. Tribute to the Past is the subtitle. Hello, I'm the Dead. Wow. I think some of us will be a little bit jealous of you right now. Hello, Dave. Well, good music. Next is a record I bought in the probably at least 20 years ago, because I really liked a CD by that composer that I didn't know had a strong connection with one of the absolute most important American composers of the 20th century, namely Pauline Oliveros. So many ways to get back to the trombone, huh? Cheers, Angelo. Oh, yeah, no, it's actually hurting constantly right now. Yeah. Yeah, that's also my opinion. Final Dreamscape, and and thank you very much, Angelo, for opening the coffee tipping jar tonight. Much appreciated. A very, very generous little tip from Angelo. Thank you. This one you might, I know it's not exactly your your thing necessarily, like thing. I hate to say that way, but listen. The soundstage on this. This is a record that used to be super cheap. I think it's not anymore. It's probably not like really, really expensive, but I could get this record for between 10 and 20 bucks easily. Yeah, admittedly 20 years ago, but it probably even like 15 years ago, 10 years ago. This is, I love the name of the record as well. I mean, it's quite self-descripting. It's Stuart Dempster in the Great Abbey of Clement VI. The picture on the backside will explain you the music and why it sounds so eerie and so cool. The work of Stuart Dempster, besides being interested in drone and just intonation, is about reverb, natural reverb. He finds locations, cisterns, an abbey, other places with extremely long natural reverb. And his two instruments of choices are the trombone and the didgeridoo, which work marvelously in that context. As the natural reverberation creates also the attack of the instrument, each key is so soft, so gentle in a way that it sounds almost like electronic music, but it's not. It's totally acoustic and just recorded with mics. The Debussy was a hit, but it's a cheap record, I think. So far. Yeah, I know. The shoulder is not that great today as well. Hello, Mickey. How are you? I don't know if I'll be able to stay awake up till you, but I always try. But often when I wake up, you're still on, so there's always a chance to say hello. Yeah, you couldn't resist. Yeah, I see what you're doing, Dave. Yeah, absolutely. And that's what he does. He uses the natural reverberation of the location to add, to basically overdub himself and create more complex harmonies. It's just a beautiful record. Yeah, on the 1750 Arch Records, a great label, by the way, that like is not discussed that often. Stuart Dempster, he's featured on, in my opinion, Pauline Oliveros' absolutely best recording that I have somewhere here, I think. Well, I don't find it, but Pauline Oliveros' deep listening band was a band featuring her and other musicians, but the core other members are, I don't remember who, and Stuart Dempster. And I think this is the best combination for Pauline Oliveros. But this is an early and seldom discussed entry in his discography. I remember when I got it, I was a little let down because of the CD of his called the Cistern Chapel is incredible. It features 6 trombones and 6 didgeridoos in a cistern with a crazy long natural reverb. And this is more, how would you say? It's less spectacular, but it took me not long, but a little while before I really embraced it for what it is and not what I hoped for it to be. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Um, I have almost every Daphne Oram recordings. I don't think so, but she's great. One of the pioneer of electronic music, Daphne Oram, with her Aura mix. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, it's a record. It used to be a dollar bean record, or kind of like sales bin. So I'm not surprised. Yeah, this one is, it's not in perfect shape. It's like a VG Plus cover, but the record is really good and the recording is amazing. Paul Horn was very tacky, so probably. Yeah, Paul Horn. That's a discussion in itself. There's only one of this. Is that what you're saying? Oh, hmm, hmm. I didn't have to. Yeah, I. This was last minute when I could start, so I didn't have time to prepare and check what I was gonna play and open discogs tabs. My knee is hurting so bad right now. Oh. Yeah, well, to be honest, Debussy's music I've been aware of forever because I'm French, but I always found it interesting, intriguing, but it really only fully clicked with me. I don't know, but 15 years ago maybe. I remember. I think I was positively set to find like hidden truths in it, but it took me a while to actually do it. Honestly, are you giving me €5? Well, there's the tipping jar, Mikael. You can leave me a tip in the coffee link. I assume you meant that you give me that for that record, but you can also leave a tip. Now something a little bit special. Because everything I played before was not special, obviously. Oh, scary, Angelo. I would say, I would want to say enjoy, but I guess, is it close by? Like a summer party, like when school's out. Oh, scary. 17 years old, huh? Nah. You're a good dad, Angelo. We'll be fine. Yeah. But Stuart Dempster, I don't know who started that. If he put her on that path, or if she did. But he certainly focused on that even more than Pauline. Panayotis, exactly. Yeah. Is it the one on important, Chris? Because if it is, I think it's pretty good. So, an artist that Chris, I disagree. I think it's an amazing record. I think it's in the top 5 of Pauline Olivo's records, maybe even top 3. The one that got recently reissued on Hatred is probably my favorite. Yeah. So some pretty cool cover that Angelo would probably not bring home. Hermann Nitsch, the Vienna actionist. Here he is. Oh, he's drinking as well, huh? When in Vienna. I'm currently a little bit on the Hermann Nitsch kick. Hello, Van Zipper. For those who don't know who Hermann Nitsch is and the Vienna Actionists, they were a group of artists from Vienna that started in the 50s. I think, yeah. I might be wrong with that. But they were kind of a collective and almost like a cult. I think Hermann went to prison for a little while because of allegations of manipulation and extreme control over his cultists, who were not really cultists. But if you look at pictures of the performances, like there's like it involves like blood, meat, nudity, violence, but in a transcendental fashion, in a very challenging, visually disturbing, but intellectually challenging in a positive way, in my opinion. And he died a few years ago. His music has kind of different There's orchestral stuff. There's organ stuff like this. There's like political poetry texts, um, like sound theater. Really, really, really unique figure. Hello, Auguste. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I don't know if it was animal torture, but the destruction of corpses. Yeah. No, Hermann. Some of his records are like, forget it. The prices, the scarcity. And I wouldn't even say that this is like the best music ever or anything, but I really like it. But the appeal of Hermann Nitsch is far beyond the musical incarnation of his art. There are records of his I love, records of his I don't mind, records of him that are not interesting to me at all. This is a record I really like. Actually, a laugh cut, but a beautiful one and a very well cut one. This is somewhat nurse fusion connected. This was released maybe 3 weeks ago. This was originally released as a cassette a long time ago. Aura is Barentate with the help of other musicians such as Colin Potter and Andrew Schultz. I just got this. They did 66 copies of this, including an art edition. Um, and I think you can still get it if you're interested. The guy who releases these, he's selling them on discogs right now. He's the only guy who has copies for sale. It's a little bit expensive, but 66 copies only, laugh cut. So basically a homemade record. Aura is ambient field recording, drone, but relying more on field recordings than most projects by Colin Potter, Nurse Who's Wound, even Darren Tate under his regular stuff, I would say. But I really, really, really like Aura. Not the cheeriest and the most catchy music, but I really like it. Happy birthday, someone! But for me, this is truly psychedelic music because when you accept it, it obviously takes you somewhere beyond wherever the travel agency could take you. Hello, Pat. Uh, Started in the beginning, and we're getting deeper and deeper. Music becoming less obviously music, maybe. That's fair to say. I have no query to that. Hello, Nightmare. I really, really like this. Stark drones and stabs there with the water dropping field recording. The screeching noises there, or just creates like a really stark and atmosphere that I think it's really successful. It kind of does, huh? And I like rainforest, forest, spiritual enslavement as much as anyone. But I find this wow, yeah. It's fine, Pat. I didn't take it. I hope you didn't think that my reply to you was defensive. I agree that um, depending where you're starting from, it would take a while to get to the point where you can embrace this as music as genuine as any form of popular music. It's not there. I will 100%. Hello, Sons of Towns. Yeah, not a dance floor jam, this one, but I guess yeah, I should. There will be some contrast before the end of the stream. I'm gonna start mixing a little bit things. Now this is starting to sound more like my old radio show in Paris. Well, the DPD, congratulations. And now is again best time to consider if you're leaving a little tip in the coffee jar. Yeah, I don't know how much copies he has left. He made 66. Most of them were pre-sold. He might be selling them one at a time, but it will be sold out pretty soon, I think. This is now playing with this interesting record. Louise Williams, the Sonance Project. Louise Williams. I love this composer. He's I think he's a teacher of Eastern philosophies. He did a record with Buckminster Fuzz. Well, I forget the name. I plan to release at least one album by him. By the way, I've been working on that for years now. It was self-released.
Where she left the book and has where she left the book and has she left
Sonance Project by Reese Williams.
she left
Immediately behind her was immediately behind her was in
Eddie.
the market behind her was in the market behind her was in
the book and has she
behind her was in
hood the book
the market
and has she
behind her was in
hood the book she has a hood she has a hood she has a hood she has a hood she has a hood
chair
she has a hood 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 she has a hood
oh the
she has a hood she has a hood she has a hood she has odd pop she has person left nation 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 there's one not good there's
no there's no the bottom there's no
Yeah, Buckminster Fuller. Thank you, Steve.
Get a chair get
A figure well known in the US, as I understand, but
head
quite wholly unknown in Europe. So did both of your uncles marry each other? Or did you have several uncles using the same music as the wedding music, Dave?
I bet he
practically no chair sliding on the book chair sliding on the book chair sliding book chair sliding book chair sliding chair sliding
I don't like the claustrophobic feeling. I don't like the leaf-phobic feeling of the. I don't like the leaf-phobic feeling of the. I don't like the leaf-phobic feeling of the. I don't like the leaf 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 feeling of the. I don't like the leaf.
I find this really good, but I can understand how it could sound
and I bet
annoying.
and I bet the. I don't like. I never bet. I don't like. I never bet.
But any music using
Never
the
bet.
human
Never
voice
bet. Never bet.
practically
in an experimental way, it's always interesting to me. Or not always, but yeah.
page
Out the hood. Out the hood. Out the hood.
there's below middle it's below below photograph photograph
I don't like the photograph. Person has
falling off.
Person has
The
photograph
same falling off.
person
The same falling off.
person
The same falling off.
people who are
Falling
compiled people who are
off.
and
Name.
people who are
off.
and people who are
off.
and
off.
and
off.
and
off.
and
off.
and and
and and and and the and the wing and the wing page and the wing
East, right,
page and the wing the white
right,
and the wing oh the middle his head the
In
page
a way,
the
yeah,
middle
Auguste.
his head the page
Ocean, right,
and
chair
his
behind
head
ocean,
page
Hello,
chair
Jason.
behind
Thank you for
reflection,
making the
page.
first
chair
wax
behind
joke
your
of the
reflection,
evening.
chair
to look at
behind your
the
reflection,
person has
chair
to
Hello,
look
Eric.
posture.
the edge
Has
chair
to look
this
posture.
test of the edge
Has
chair book
look
this
posture.
career test
I'm
of
not
the
sure.
chair book
I don't know.
career test
I'll
of
check
the
it out.
find them, career
She left has
Absolutely.
like
For record
Cases
produced in
and
77,
wild
that's
people,
quite
cases and
forward
walking
thinking.
out with the cases
and
and
I
and with meat
has
cases
had
and
me
with the tea
all
marble
in mind,
case
and I bet
and
we
with
should
the
have
tea
done air.
Rhys Williams, he
and I
releases a lot of
done
music
air-
online on his
and I
Bandcamp digitally.
air-
Quite different from that nowadays.
no hair.
Like
He's sitting
ambient
in
music,
no hair.
really, really
He's sitting-
good, really deep.
He's sitting sort of
placed
he's
tree in his
sort of
out.
right in his
he's sort of this
right
out.
in his
this occurs
right
where the middle this where the
Out.
this
near
where the middle
Out.
the chair
where the
And lately, a Stunty stream would not be a Stunty stream without an Asmus Tietchens record. To you too, Tracy. Happy Friday. This is one of Asmus Tietchens' alias that he has denied being him. But it sounds so much like him. And I know people who work with him who have told me in confidence that, yeah, this is Asmus Tietchens. Werkbund, Hi Tabu. Asmus Tietchens from Hamburg. Always fascinated by everything related to the sea and life at sea. So here's a clue. This record, I don't remember from when it is. It's from the early 90s or maybe late 80s. Or maybe later. I'm not sure. Thank you, Paul Daniels, for leaving a nice tip in the coffee jar. It's a slow night tonight, but sometimes it's like that. So really appreciate you, Paul and Angelo. Oh, you have them, Steve. Very nice. The first two are not my favorite ones, actually, but they're good. For me, the three last one, I think there's like 5 LPs of his under that name, maybe 6, but the last 3 are. No, there's actually more than 6, but this is one of my top 3. Thank you to Jim for leaving a little tip as well. Thank you so much, Jim. Much appreciated. All right. This is kind of nightmare music in a way. This is like it's kind of like metal battle ships being destroyed and falling into the abyss in like shrieking metal. But with a very strong sense of harmony. I'm going to go all out tonight. I'm right now. Like, less pop stuff. Like it was all in the beginning today. I would have been appropriate, but thank you. I assume it's you, Jim, who left a little tip. Thank you so much. By the way, that Werkbund record, very rare and difficult to track down. 300 copies only, quite a while ago. Again, thank you, Kyle, for helping me passing through the finish line to get this. Now we're visiting Düsseldorf a little bit. Yeah, boo. Same. House Arafna. Sorry, I don't know it again. Like, what is it, Trans Victims? Tell us more. Yeah, and actually in Werkbund's and Asmus Tietchens case, it appears that these have different mixes on the vinyl than they on CD. I think I did, Eric. I will look it up again. Hello, Christopher. Nice to see you. It's been a long time. So back to the disco with Toulouse Low tracks from Düsseldorf on the Themes from Great Cities label. It's a little compilation 4-track EP. Yeah. Hi again, Liam. Didn't we say already? Or was it an impersonator? So where shall I go next now? Okay. Sometimes I'm a bit afraid of these kind of combinations. Industrial techno is can be a little bit how do you say it, like formulaic to me. Well, check it out. Yeah, again, absolutely. Very, very cool. Motorek group. Now we're in Japan.
Diamond in my hand, and I'm gonna buy you. I've got no choice but to survive.
the logo for Themes from Great Cities, the label. This is a nice little Japanese. It's a band that called Beatniks. I think I got a record of theirs with an Aphex Twin remix of from the 90s, but this is from the 80s. And I suspect it might be produced by Harumi Osono, but I'm not sure. It's a cheap record. It's actually Yukihiro Takahashi before he became the Beatniks. And there's like a section coming. The song is cool, but it's gonna be really good now. Now it's crazy good. I just adore this part. No, Steve and Jim. These Asmus Tietchens projects are super rare and super expensive. There are some that are as good and much less expensive. Much less expensive. This is a record, an Asmus Tietchens records you can get for less than $20. $1982. Absolutely. This came out on Static, which was a sub-label of Virgin, by the way. This was released in the UK. I'm not even sure it was. I think it was released in the UK first. So this is a split album. As I think there's two of them between Asmus Tietchens and Terry Burrows on his own Hamster. Oh no, this one was not on Hamster Records. This was on Disaster Area. Burning the Watching Bride. Nice job. Yeah, there's a little bit like of there was a little bit of a reggae vibe with also these crazy hypersonic drummings, like really really cool. Oh, this one as well, Steve. So did I contribute to get you on the Asmus Tietchens kick as well, or renewed kick of late? Good night, Bet. I'm probably gonna go for 10, 15 more minutes anyways. So thank you, Bat. Nice to see you as always. And guys, yeah, we're hitting the 2 hour mark, so one little reminder to those who are watching this after the broadcast, like the video, leave a comment if you want to continue the discussion or whatever. I'll be glad to see what you have to say, and maybe sometimes even reply if there's a reason to. And subscribe, and if you can and want, consider leaving a little tip to your DJ for the night in the coffee jar in the description of the video. Cheers. And we're gonna go off, I guess, with a track after this, kind of with a bang. Something that is interesting in several regards, actually. It's a pretty cool cover. Cheers, Kelvin. We're not done yet. Just getting like deep in the abyss of Asmus Tietchens. Harrowing subaquatic world. With one of his great albums that is very affordable. If you're into that kind of stuff, which took me a little while, but now that I'm there, oh, cheers, yeah. Oh, nice. Exactly. Between 75 and like 85, no, 79 and 85 mostly. He kept on after, but I guess it was not the same after a while. For those who don't know, like the DJ, a radio DJ in Detroit that, well, you can read the Vinyl Dreamscapes comment. Okay, in what way was it impossible, Tracy? If you're interested and you want to make a deal, I have a second copy of it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, hopefully. Today was. Yeah. I laugh so that I don't cry. Oh, I'm not sure. Camus, under what name did you send it? But thank you either way. You find me on Instagram under the same name, Stunt Rock Confusion. That's the best way. Oh no, it didn't go through actually. Just follow the link, and I don't think it's that difficult, but maybe, maybe the first time around, it's easy to get lost. For those who like Massive Attack, Björk, 808 State, basically UK electronic royalty, Graham Massey. An odd little project with which he released an EP and an album. I have both. The album, I don't know where I put it, but I just saw the EP and I haven't played that in a long while. It's kind of a dance, like an elegiac dance floor tune. With a pretty good name, Sisters of Transistors. Like a golden, pretty good artwork. This came out in 2008. I used to play that quite a lot in clubs. Written and produced by Graham Massey. With I think it's a quatuor of women who are playing electronic music and singing, and yeah. Oh, this is the Hot Chip remix, by the way. Oh, PayPal. Ah, that's not my PayPal, Camus. Oh my god. You're my neighbor. What does I'm a little bit at loss. Okay. If anyone wants to send me some PayPal, I think I'll write down. You tell me if it's there, you sent it. Ah, okay. I get you. Let's see. I can probably check it that way. Well, I'm not sure, but either way, here is my PayPal right now. Anyways, so sorry for being late tonight, guys. I guess some like that this started a little later. But yeah, I'm happy I could do it, do the stream anyways, despite my body being in shambles today. But it's always fun, and if I can do it, make it to next week, which I thought I couldn't this week anyways because of family matters. I'll see you next week if I can, if I'm there, and you'll know. What town are you talking about, guys? This is the kind of tune. It was quite fresh in 2008 when that came out, like 15 years ago. There's kind of like a trancy aesthetic to it that is a little bit like makes me like smile a little bit ironically, but it's still pretty nice, pretty unusual tune. Oh, thanks. Oh, Royal Oak, Techno royalty. Cheers, Radio Gnome. A little less Zul and avant prog than usual tonight, but maybe some tunes. Next week there might be quite some crazy stuff. If I'm getting a package I've been waiting for some time. We'll see. Thank you guys again. I appreciate support. Like the video, leave a comment, leave a little tip if you can, and I'll see you maybe before next Friday if I can come next Friday because I have a few videos planned. Thank you. Cheers.